Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and homies and friends, and
that's how it begins.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the NoNamers podcast.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm Nestor.
Yeah.
This is Adrian. And Arthur.
Yuppers?
Yeah.
Yo, so Julio was telling me, like, those intellectual episodes have been dope.
What intellectual episodes?
Science, or science-based episodes for intellectuals only.
Uh-huh.
They're nonsense.
They're not.
He fucked with them.
They're non sequiturs.
He says make it a segment.
I don't like them at all.
You don't like them? I enjoy them.
I think they're nonsense.
Well, it's because Juan just turns on me. It's just like...
The funnest part is hating on Arthur.
Yeah, it's just
trolling
just trolling me.
Felipe, on the other hand, said he
checked out.
that he'll check out, but he's not an intellectual. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody. But yeah.
Should I check out and I'm here?
But yeah, this time I want to know how you guys finessed getting $500 seats at the Kings game yesterday, dog.
We paid for one time, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Cloud.com.
Cloud.com, dog.
When I seen on Instagram, when I got home, I just I checked our Instagram, and then you guys were hella close. I was like, yo, I'm like, did they just Joe it and just start going down the stairs?
It isn't. You know, there might be a security guard with a broken.
There might be a security breach at Staples.
We know the back.
You found the weakness? Huh?
We found a
Check my
weakness.
Snapchat for his live.
So you guys went to the Kings playoff game.
Went to fucking the Kings
We gotta
playoff.
go support our team for the Golden Knights.
I wore my
Golden
jersey.
Knights.
I wore my fucking Kings jersey,
The Golden Knights shirt didn't come in, so I just wore my Golden Knights half.
and then
But we won though. It was a lucky half.
I don't really remember much because I was already passing out by the time we
You
got
were
there.
drunk before we got there.
I was fucking wasted.
You know what?
Well, because in the morning we had gone to the Phillips pool, and we went there, and you were there, so you got a drink, fool. So we.
You know
drank.
why the Kings lost? Because you didn't have the Gatorade with whiskey. Fool.
That's because I didn't take a shit to the stadium. Fool. I tried, but I couldn't. There was nothing to poop
You
out.
were too drunk?
No, there was nothing to poop out, fool, but I puked in a urinal. Fool.
I was like, yo, this was high.
Hey, he's part of the club, dog.
I was trying not to, but I was like, hey, no, this urinal.
Almost threw up in that line.
Who here has puked in a urinal,
I
dog?
almost threw up in that line after the game.
Just me and
yeah?
Adrian,
It
dog?
came up, but I swallowed it back. But
Wait. In
it
the
burned my nose.
urinal? Not even in the fucking...
No, well, he was pissing, so he
was
had to just
pissing,
I
dog.
was pissing. I was like,
That's the way you shoot, bro.
I pissed,
fuck?
yagged, and then pissed it.
Chunky pee, that's what they call it.
And then I pissed it, clean it, dog. Damn. I was fucking...
I almost threw up in that line.
That's why I'm like,
it
why?
came up.
That's why I'm like, you told me, oh, go. I was like, why? I'm like, you don't want to take a piss? I'm like, fuck
I was
it.
like, because I thought I had a yak, fool.
I mean,
But once I swallowed it, I swallowed back the tater tots and hot dog. It was all good.
that shit was fire.
No, the chili cheeses will burn my nose because that shit's so. I was like, oh my god, my eyes were watering. I was like,
So
this
me
shit
and
hurts.
Juan get dropped off by Nestor like half a block away from the stadium.
Oh, okay, so there was you guys.
Yeah, we were
drinking.
responsible.
This fool
Yeah.
tried to kill me, fool.
I was just, no, if I was to drive,
I took off with Juan
Oh,
still
yeah.
halfway in the car, and I'm fucking dying. I'm like, I didn't even know. I thought he had gotten out.
you know,
What the fuck?
His pants fell. That fool flashed the people behind us.
You know how
Fucking
this
funny
was
shit.
anxiety's fucking riling up because there's
What?
people.
No,
Honking. It's because I dropped my empty can in
Uh-huh.
the car, and I was like, well, I can't leave the empty can here. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So I tried to pick up the can, and this fool starts taking off, and I was like, hey, dog.
I almost took that fool, ran that fool over.
I was like, hey, dog.
Allah
I'm glad
verga.
you
I didn't
laugh
see it
about
until if he wouldn't have said shit, I probably would have took it off.
I know. I was like, what the
I was like, hey,
fuck?
this
just
is
heard,
gonna make me
hey.
drop my beer.
Hey, and then I turn around and I see he's
Oh,
still
this
half
fool
in,
did
half out. I'm
hand
like,
me a
what the?
beer, dog. I was like, I was chugging it, and I chugged like 3/4 of it, and I was gonna throw it, but I was like, there's too many cops here, fool, so I just finished it and just tossed it on the fucking thing.
Yeah, I grabbed beers out of my fridge.
Damn, so you fools were shit faced before you guys.
I was
showed up
shit
to
faced. I don't know
Staples
about
Center.
Juan. I was
I
gone.
wasn't that shit faced, but I was drunk. I was buzzing.
So what made you throw up the hot dog?
I didn't
Just-
throw
he
up.
kept
I
drinking.
swallowed it. fool.
I threw
I
it.
drank a lot that day.
Swallowed it. Uh-huh.
So we
no,
show
you
up-
guys did drink a lot at the pool.
Oh yeah, dog. You know,
I was buzzed by the end of it. I was like, "Oh, this is a good time now." Fool.
dude, when I took off my shirt, I was already drunk. I was 4 beers in. I'm like, the shirt's coming off, dog. I love work on my tan.
He took your shirt off in the stadium.
Oh, not at the stadium.
Oh,
at the
I'm like,
pool.
this was high, dog. This was fucking high.
I don't give a fuck about the ice.
Like, the fool doesn't have anything painted on his chest, dog. It's just going bare chest.
Straight bear shit.
Bear Grylls.
I told this fool I like hockey because you could get mad drunk and you don't get hot.
Yeah, that was, and then especially when we were sitting, it was fucking pretty cool.
It's like
Nah, it's cold as fuck in a hockey ring.
It didn't feel that cold to me because I was drunk.
Yeah.
I was hot. I was hot from the inside.
On the inside,
I was hot, dog. I was like, dude.
I'm running hot.
I was like,
Plus,
dog.
hockey jerseys are warm and
Yeah, I
No,
was in
hockey
Jersey.
jerseys are surprisingly warm.
Well, yeah, they have
But
to
yeah,
be.
we roll to the pool in the morning, so we start drinking, and then so we're drunk, and then they were like,
Morning being like 2 o'clock or morning being like...
One, it's like 1. We get there.
we get there like at 2
We get there like 2.
Mm.
2 p.m. our time.
2 p.m. and we're drinking, and then we're like, oh well, fuck it, let's start heading over so we can change and go to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And by this time, I'm already mad buzzed, and this was
they're like, dog, we're leaving.
this was drunk.
I'm drunk, dog.
Yeah.
He was drunk.
I'm drunk. That fool said there was gonna be food, so I didn't eat like an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was be fucking food here, dog. I'll just come through. I'm like, oh, cool, dog. Whatever. I'll show up, show beers, have some fucking meat, and then we're good. There was nothing, dog.
Damn.
Well, there was meat, but there had to be cooked.
And then
so.
these foods are all
Ain't
set
no
up.
baby back ribs.
No coleslaw, fool.
Damn.
Where the greens at?
No cornbread, fool.
So they set all that up.
Uh-huh.
And then we just started drinking. Then we're like, fuck it, let's roll out.
Yeah, I was like, dude, we have to
What time did you guys roll out?
5.
Fuck no, it was at 6.
Yeah, it was like,
Damn, you guys cut it
This was-
fucking close.
This was fixed. I kept telling them, you guys want to leave, but they were already drunk.
That's gonna
They
be
stopped
the
giving a
US,
fuck.
the UCLA game again.
Oh, when we're getting off and
too.
pissing?
Yeah.
let's see what's that. Dick.
Angel was like, I wanted a shower for sure.
The face off is at 7:30, so we had
Yeah.
time.
And I kept telling them, it's at
You guys were
7:30.
fucking over
Late.
there.
No, we
Here.
get there. For it takes like
30.
14 minutes to get to Staples.
From here, from my
We
house.
just need to leave like my house by 7, and we're good. Which is
Yeah.
what we did.
But he kept saying, Angel kept saying he did want a shower, and then somewhere there he's just like, fuck showering, dog.
Oh hell,
I'ma
no, I would have
just
slipped
change.
in the shower, dog. I was trying to get.
I showered.
You shower? Yeah, I didn't. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna put my jersey on, put some deodorant, wash my teeth, and we're good, dog.
And make it pop.
Yeah.
You gotta make it
So-
sexy. Fool.
So then
Urinal.
we go to my house, and then I start showering. And then one time, all changed up. I was like, let me grab some beers. So I grabbed me 3 beers. So I hand Adrian one when I get in the car, and then I start drinking one. I drink one in the car, and then when we get there, this fool tries to kill me. But we're out of the car now, fool. So then I pop open the other one.
Took out a life insurance policy on him.
So I'm just walking through LA Live with my beer, fool, just sipping. Straight illegal shit, bro. I forgot. Hey, this is LA, fool. You can't really do that, though.
That shit.
Not in Staples. We're
Well, I
lucky.
thought this was Vegas. My bad.
Dude, I was just in LA Live sipping a beer.
Yeah, because I done that shit in the Ducks, but there's no one in the parking lot.
Nah.
Nah, but we're surrounded by like there's cops everywhere, dude.
I told you I wanted to toss my
Cops and
beer.
security everywhere.
I was like, dude,
Everywhere.
And I was just Snapchatting game day ready, but just drinking my beer. Bro.
Damn.
and I'm still, and then the guy next to him is still. And I'm like, I better not fucking like. I'm like, how do I open this app? That's all I kept thinking in my head. I'm like, how does this fool log me in or?
I told you how to open the app.
I'm a retard, fool. I forget. Sober me would have had trouble. Fool.
So then we get there, and this was like something about Elton John tickets. I was like, Dick, just go to the bottom office right there, and I'll be in line anyways. And by the time you get them, I should be towards the front of the line anyways.
Those fools are
I just see this fool walk over, and this fool cuts through the whole line. Yeah. He goes to the will call line because it's super short, but the box office line is long as fuck.
Yeah.
And then that was like, oh, this is the wrong one. And then he starts moving
Into the-
window to
yeah.
window. Fool.
Yeah.
He just gets into the window you need to.
Dude, someone kept up.
I started dying.
Who's gonna fuck with someone with a little fucking
Teddy
teddy
Fresh
a
hat.
teddy
Fresh hat.
a teddy bear hat?
Jersey.
Fool. This fool's nuts.
Oh my god.
He's wearing a pink hat and a Kings jersey. Who's
Uh-huh.
gonna fuck with that? That clash of colors.
That's funny.
And then I show up to the booth. I'm like, hey, I want 2 tickets to Elton John. I don't care what date. Just
It's the
2
wrong
tickets.
day.
in 1972.
No, and then they
Make it happen.
then they're like, oh, we don't have anything together. I'm like anywhere? No, anywhere. I was like, what? I was like, I guess. So I don't know if they're in cahoots with fucking
You
Masters.
should have just ran the same scheme and you just get 2 tickets anywhere and then you
Might as well just do Vivid Seats, the cheapest one.
just do the same section again and then you just 88 it.
No, dummy. If you do Vivid Seats, you still have to pay service
extra.
fees.
Just do
There
that. Buy 2 singles in the same section, then you 88 it, and then you're good.
Yeah, but you gotta A it with someone who
It's
a big person.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily. You just have to say, I have this. I can't get to my seats because I have to walk
I
up the
got
stairs.
night vision goggles.
There was a guy he was tall though. Maybe that's
The old man?
But if you're older, I guess.
No, if you're nice to
Nah,
them.
if you're nice to them, they'll
If you just tell them, I have a bad back or I have a bad knee and I can't go up,
Technically,
I can't walk up those stairs.
Some lady got shit. What was it Guns N' Roses? She's all
Guns N'
like,
Roses.
oh,
Oh, my
my
kids.
kid's afraid of heights. I'm like, so you brought him to a stadium and bought him the last row? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then well, why we can't sit you in the front? He's gonna be freaking out.
She's like, yeah, just sit. ADA is like all the way to the front. He's
Yeah.
gonna freak out because he's gonna see the bottom.
Yeah, that's where they got.
He's gonna be okay.
But then they
I was
didn't.
like, this man full of shit.
Well, because
Everything they
her
wanna-
lie is bad. Fool.
Yeah, it's a terrible lie.
If you just tell them you have a bad knee and you have a bad back and it's acting up, so
Just tell
you
him I
can't
have
make
bad
it up.
credit.
You can't make
Hey,
it.
I got terrible credit.
You can't make it up there. Then
Some ADA.
they'll hook you. It's just as long as you're not an asshole about it. And
No,
you're
no, you're
nice.
nice, and you just tell them, hey, this.
They'll
is
accommodate
Yeah.
you.
They have to. It's guest services. It's customer
Yeah.
service. Like, they gotta help you out.
But yeah, so then we get in. Like I let like a couple people go in front of me because
Yeah.
Adrian started, and then we're in there. And then what's the first thing we do? I forgot.
Probably get food.
No, we go
No,
up.
this fool's like, he's like, he's hungry, and I was like, I'm starving, dude.
But then I'm like, let's go take care of the guest services shit first. So we just go up to our
Because
section.
you got a
Extra
mag walk
seats.
around the bowl
Well, because guest service is all the way to the top.
to the There's one at the bottom too.
yeah.
But our section's on top, and I figured they're gonna give
Might
us
as well,
up
yeah.
there.
So
Yeah.
you have to go up there anyways. But then when we get there, there's like a gang of people in there. There's just one guy with a fucking with a jersey that has like mustard or nacho cheese all over it.
I just showed up. I'm like, dude, does someone disrespect this fool jersey like that, dog?
Kings or
Kings,
Kings, he
a
was
white,
wearing
a white Kings
a
one,
stole,
Yeah.
an old school stole jersey. Fool.
damn.
a nice one too.
It was his dead father's.
His dead daddies, and someone threw nachos at him.
No, probably old nachos or.
Yeah, no, someone was behind him, was drunk, and their nachos fell off.
Oh,
So he's sitting down, waiting for the
That's
game
not
and
as bad
stuff.
as when fucking Felipe yacked on the people in front of him. Just,
That's true.
But
Like, you got
so
three
we're in
chicks.
there. They're like, I was like, we're trying to get ADA. You give them your tickets. You give them your name. Then they're like, you can have a seat if you want, or you can whatever. So we take our seats, and then we just start listening. This fool's like, yeah, this person just dropped nachos all over me. This is my deceased father's jersey.
damn.
It's like this special jersey. I don't know what, this and that. So they're hooking this fool up, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then
What they give him? Probably just
they moved him down to the premier seats,
And they were gonna get his shit dry.
Dry-
and they were gonna
Yeah.
dry clean his jersey.
But they were gonna drag in his jersey during the game.
No.
no. Fuck
No, they're gonna send it to get dry cleaned and then send it to
They'll
his
cover
house.
it, yeah.
What they were originally gonna do was just gonna give him a new jersey.
Yeah, but he's the sentimental value.
No, but he said it's like a special edition or collect or something.
And he did say it was just
Maybe
his
it's like a
father, so it's
No, well, yeah, but
But how's that their
the
fault?
freeway series or those outside series.
it was
one?
some of these like a player.
I mean, it
had
don't
worn
matter.
it.
They
I
probably
don't
could
know.
just give him like a voucher.
no, you don't just
No, so no,
For
he's like,
dry
I don't
clean.
want a new one. I want
This one.
this one.
Yeah.
Fixed, and then he's like, yeah, this is the best dry cleaner we know. So they're gonna get it dry clean.
Hopefully that gets rid of the stains.
Fuck him. Who cares? I mean,
Nah, it's his dad's.
So what?
I forgot nachos, fool.
You let
You
some
took
other
an
guy
L, fool.
disrespect you like that, B?
Dude, you were fucking sitting, just waiting for the game. Fool. These fucking two animals behind you, dog.
It was you guys when you threw a hot dog.
Nah.
Wait,
I would have. That'd been high.
Ketchup
fool.
and mustard would have been worse. Cause
No,
that's-
and then we keep hearing people complain about this Golden Knights fan, this
Oh, yeah.
female that
Been
yacked,
bro.
bro. Yeah.
Oh, but
She's been yakking the whole time. Now she yacked on some people, in their seats, fool.
Yeah.
And then she had yacked on a whole row of seats, fool.
she's a fucking menace.
No, this fool. Well, he's fucking
Well,
waiting in line.
for
right
that, they just clean the seats, right? They don't.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
not
the
gonna.
smell's still fucking up though. Well, this was waiting in customer service. I'm like, I gotta take a piss. Fool. When I'm walking to the pisser, dog, I see some fool yak just everywhere, dog, on himself.
Damn, playoff fucking
fuck were you guys at, dog? Yo,
the cheap section of the
Yeah.
Staples Center, dog.
It's playoffs, fool. It's playoff hockey, fool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the playoffs. Fans are excited, fool. They're hyped, fool.
People that
You remember
fucking
when
don't.
we went for playoffs, but no one was that drunk.
Nobody got that fucking crazy.
Vegas though.
You don't go with animals, though.
Like,
fool.
dog.
Yeah, I'm
We were
that.
drunk before the game even started.
yeah.
It's big facts. Fool.
They threw up in the fucking.
I feel like
animals.
all these stories are just them, and they're putting it on other people.
Hey, fool. Hey.
No, that girl we
So
saw.
weirdo threw up in a whole row of seats. Who would do that?
Some asshole with a little teddy
So
bear.
Rascal just kept saying "Escated." I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
These complaints are wild, fool.
No, but I was just laughing because
They
like
got thrown out.
that girl got thrown out, right? And then the.
No, they were looking for her and they couldn't.
I'm like, how the fuck does someone not know? Like, there's cameras everywhere.
Because this guy was like, these 4 people came in to complain, like, hey, they came in and cleaned it, but the smell, what are you guys gonna do about the smell? Can we get new tickets?
And the lady's like, well, look for something.
And it's like, we're dealing with a lot of situations right now, but I'll go ask them to go clean it with some chemicals or something, if that's fine.
Like you spent that much for a fucking ticket.
You're missing the game.
Why would you ever get that fucking blasted?
Shit faced? No,
So you can enjoy the game.
it's sports. Motherfuckers are gonna get shit
I
faced
guess
regardless.
I don't know.
Why did we drink that Henny outside the Rams game? Because it made the game funner.
I don't even like Henny.
No.
This motherfucker didn't even make it to the UCLA
I
A&M
was
game.
just like, whatever, but I
He
wasn't
was on
gonna
the
push
floor.
myself to pass my limitation. I was like, I
The
knew
homie had peanuts all over himself. It was hilarious. Yes or no?
I'm trying to put.
Having this foot cheer for the opposite team.
for 20 seconds he forgot which team he was rooting
It
for.
was hilarious.
Let's go, Eagle! Oh, wait.
And the guy, I look at the guy next to me. He grins at me, and I just throw him the West Coast.
I like this fucking guy.
Because
That's hilarious.
was it Trey Burden or you literally?
No, he
forgot?
just
No,
forgot.
he forgot.
He got hyped up on a play, so he was like, yeah.
I like to see nice
I
plays.
just love sportsmanship. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I think it was a Trey Burton touchdown.
No, it was because the guy sitting next to you was an Eagles fan.
Oh.
And he was cheering, and you were mimicking his cheering until you realized, oh, fuck, I'm rooting for the wrong team.
It happens.
And so I turned around to look at him, he was like, oh, shit.
Oh snap! Arthur wants to kill this.
No, he was laughing. He was
No, I
like,
was
what's up
laughing
with this
my ass
food?
off.
This
Like,
was a
what the
dick
fuck?
rider,
I
dog.
was fucking.
This shit was hilarious.
I think
dog.
that was.
That's
worse.
why you drink at sporting events.
Yeah. Days like that, you know what I mean? You have a little bit of peanuts.
Well, you don't throw up. You
This
gotta
fool was
swallow
gonna
your
fucking
yak.
grab a fucking bratwurst off the fucking grill.
Dude, we would have had free hot dogs.
No.
You fucked that up for
He
us.
would have burned
my
the
whole
shit out of
fucking
his hand, dog.
Maybe or he gets a rash from it.
Yes,
I don't think he burns himself.
He didn't take a vacation, but those are his little mini vacations.
I missed the
guess,
hot
I
dogs,
guess.
but I just grabbed grill.
This hot dog won't move.
So you guys are at customer service?
And people are complaining about this bitch.
But like they're being
White
mean
people-
about it.
This white girl has been a menace from Vegas. This Vegas Golden Knights fan and a Golden Knights
Yeah.
fan has been a menace.
We've heard like
in
2 or
this
3
section.
stories of that same chick.
And they're like, why haven't you guys kicked her out? They're like, oh, we're looking for her right now. And then this fool's like, oh, when the homie Chad gets
What is she,
fucked
like
up.
the fucking Noid?
She's like, when the homie Chad gets fucked up, they follow that fool to the bathroom and kick that fool out. Like, if it was a Kings fan, this and that, I'll just start dying, though.
Because they were season ticket holders.
Yeah, because they already knew who would get kicked out.
I was just laughing because I was like, yo, nigga, fuck y'all. I hope she yaks on you again. She sounds like a
Oh,
good
she
time.
yacked on Kings fans? So Vegas?
First,
She was just
yeah.
yakking.
She yacked on Kings fan first, then she yaks on the rest of the seats.
They clean it up, but
Bitch
it
was
wasn't
a
enough.
mad menace, yo.
That shit was hilarious. So then we're like, oh yeah, can we get ADA seats? Because like I got a bad knee, I can't go up that. And then this bitch in a wheelchair, she was cute though. Fool. She was looking like a victim, fool, but she was like, I wish I just had a bad knee. I have a bad neck, fool. I was like, damn, what a little hater, fool. She can't let niggas shine over
Yeah,
here.
but I'm like, they were ahead of us. Why would she care if we got seats and she didn't?
Because she's a
I
little
mean,
hater.
if she did, we didn't. I'm like, you were ahead of
She's
us.
gonna get seats. Anyone with a wheelchair cannot go upstairs. She's gonna get.
That's true.
Yeah, but
She's
they
They
were
just
crowded.
pulled chairs out.
it's just at the 300 level, all the ADA was full already.
packed, dude.
But what they start
There was
doing,
no single seats left.
What they start doing is they do first row and then they start doing back rows.
Yeah, and then but there was no more room.
No one wants to sit in the back row.
And there was no
No,
more.
wheelchair
There's no
won't-
more individual seats anymore. So because I
That's
said
the
we
thing,
want
though.
two together.
That's the thing that they can't do twos.
So after like
They'll do
the
singles.
game starts,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like 4 minutes into the period,
And a group of people leave.
and it's just us and this old couple. And Agent's like, we're missing the game. He's all heated.
Well, I'm at this point, I'm like, I'm hungry, and I'm like, the world is spinning. So,
We gotta fuel up, or we're yakking in this bitch.
Customer service.
and it's hot. It's hot. Like,
No shit. Me too though. I was like, yo, nigga, I'm getting. If I don't start drinking right now, I'm gonna start going into hangover mode, fool. And the dehydration's gonna fuck my head up, fool. So we gotta sauce up.
You gotta chase the dragon, bro.
No, then yeah, like soon after we're like, five,
So we get up, but then the white man gets up with us, and that fool's like,
but then I noticed it's a TV. I'm like, I'll stare at the TV.
So then the guy's like, so you guys gonna be able to accommodate us for the ADA, the
Or what?
disability?
Yeah.
No, he's like, or if not, like,
I guess I'll go to my seats.
no, like it's
No,
gonna be what it's gonna be,
yeah.
like. And then the lady was like, let me see what I could do, and then she calls up, and then she finds us two seats together for us and 2 seats together for them. We go to section 104, they go to section 107.
Yeah.
So we both of us had gotten upgraded from the 300 section all the way down to the 100
So you
section.
go from the top of the bowl all the way to the bottom of the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because you waited, and two,
You're nice.
there wasn't a big ass crowd no more.
No.
Because if they offer you that in front of the crowd, then everyone's like, well,
Yeah.
fuck, I want 100 too. But
So
it's
they
just
were
you
nice.
guys.
And then I was like,
And
let me
you probably acted nice and not rude.
And then I was like, let me get one of them feedback sheets for you guys. And then the other lady was like, where are the complaint sheets? I was like, nah, a positive one though. Let me get one of those positive feedback ones. And then they're like, most deaf, so they gave it to me.
Damn, they thought that you were gonna fill out complaint sheet.
I
They
filled it
took
out.
too long.
I filled it out, and then I gave them back to them. I was like, thank you guys for your service. Because they hook you up more that way if you're
Oh, most
nicer to them.
definitely. Yeah.
Because now you're scratching their back, fool.
Yeah.
And then, so then we're like, fuck it, we're hooked up. Fool. As soon as we leave guest services, me and Angel start dying. Like, these fools are idiots,
We
fool.
would have said, I would have sat in my seat. I don't care.
We literally got up and asked so we could just ask for our tickets back so we could go back to our seats.
Yeah.
fool.
Yeah.
Because we're like, fuck it, at this point, let's just go watch it up there. But then we got hooked up, so they're idiots, man.
And
So you
then,
gotta move all the way from the top of the
then we
bowl
make
to
a
the-
left, and there's like beers. I'm like, hey,
There's
beers.
just fridges of beers, fool.
I'm like, dude, let me pocket
Let's
one of
just,
these.
I just grabbed me 2 shock towers, food, those tall cans.
I
fool.
got me 2
And walked
Stellas.
away?
No,
Nah, we paid though.
we got good seats now, dog. There's a reason to stay for the game.
Pinkies were up, bro.
We could pay premiums now, fool. We just saved like $400, fool.
Yeah, those are the best seats
For
I've
a
ever had.
Fucking.
Those
For
are
a playoff game.
those are the best seats I've ever had.
We went once as a group that we went all the way to the bottom of the.
It's like
No,
I told
didn't go.
I told him these are the
I don't remember.
like not counting the suite. These are the best seats I've sat in since I went to the game with Arthur.
Oh,
For the
you
Laker
guys sat
game.
around where Art
Yeah,
gets this
that's what I told him. I was like, dude, this
Yeah,
is the
from
closest.
that angle, that's where Art has the season tickets
Oh,
for his
yeah.
fam. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's where we were at. We were rubbing elbows with the 100 in the 100 section.
These fools are like, I saw David Beckham. Like, get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
I took a picture, but we can't see shit.
He didn't take a picture with him. He was trying to take a picture.
Yeah.
of him.
Oh, of him. fool.
Oh no, he's not gonna come up with us. He'll get mobbed.
We would have fucked that fool up for stolen shoes.
I was looking at least his hat. I like
on his wallet, B.
Let me get your hat, pussy.
So then we get liquored up, and then we go to our seats. Then we go to the usher, we give him our seat, and that fool's like, "Oh, you fools are right here." And I was like, "Where?" And then he's like, "Oh, let me get these people out of your seats." For this old white couple, not older, but they're like late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you guys got to go to your seats." And then the fool's like, "These are my seats." He's like, "Nah, your seats are right there. They're like one row in front of us." And then they're like, "But you told us to sit here." And he's like, "Nah, I didn't though, fool." So he just gets them up, and we're like, we're kicking white people out of seats now, fool. That's what we're doing.
Go to their seats.
Nah.
If that was an option, I would have.
Oh.
Nah, then it's a bitch to get up to go get beer and shit.
But I was like, these are better.
ADA, it's like it's a foldable chair.
That's a foldable chair, but pretty comfortable.
So you can make space. You can get up and out.
Okay.
That's the good thing about
It's
ADA
super-
is
it's
like
always closer
you
to
don't
the
have to go
restrooms.
through rows or anything. Plus, you're right there at the tunnel and we're at the bottom floor, so we could just go get beer or whatever. The bathroom was literally you walk down a tunnel and it's right
All
here.
ADAs are close to bathrooms, to food stands.
So I was like, this is live. Huh?
Like if
But
you're
then
not
these-
buying ADA, you're done.
But then these people take our rally towels from and it's like, hey,
Yeah,
fool,
for
you can't
real.
just-
You had to tell them.
Yeah.
can't
Step
yank
on
our
their
towels.
toes?
No, so they go to their seats, they sit down. I see that they took the towels. So I lean over the glass and I tap that foot on his shoulder. That foot doesn't turn around. So then I go, hey, and then he's like, yeah. And I was like, hey, let me get our towels back, dog. And he's like, what? You took our towels, B. And then he's like, oh, sorry. So he grabs the towel off his seat because they have brand new ones. So it's like they're not going to have towels. So.
Yeah.
They were just trying to come up on our towels. So I was like,
Stretching out
little
four
haters.
towels,
So. They're being petty. So they're being petty.
We could have gone up to our seats and
You could have gone on your seats, grab
Oh,
those
someone would
towels.
have stolen for their plebes
They're
up
in
there.
the-
Those had already been stolen.
That's 321. So
those
you
are
know
jacked.
you know these poor people can't handle themselves, so they're gonna snatch up towels left and right.
Sell them real
No,
quick.
because a bunch of people were coming in and the guest service is like, hey, we didn't get towels. Like, our towels are missing from our seats. So some people was getting.
People were just
thefted.
reaching over, like, they were first ones there, boom, boom, boom.
They're
grab, like,
thefting. So.
When I went, I came up like on 3.
yeah, exactly. It's you kind of people.
When I went to the playoffs, I also sat in the 300 section. So
Yeah.
You're a pleb. So. You're not her rubbing elbows with us. So. We just kept going, fuck these plebs up here. So. So then we get our rally towels. We start drinking. So.
I didn't even know when we scored. From like, hey, we're 1 up. I'm like, when the fuck did we score though?
This was like, damn, we're tied still. I was like, nigga, you fools are up 1 goal right now. When did we score? For the people in my section were laughing. They were dying. Like,
Because we were walking down when they scored, and I don't like looking at the scoreboard.
oh, I do. I saw the stupid goal. I was like, this is. bullshit.
Well, unless it's baseball, there's really no.
Plus, I
need.
bet on the game, so I was like,
I didn't bet.
hey,
on
we
it.
can't lose. Fool. But
can't lose with 22s.
so then I forget when we both get up to go to the bathroom and then go get food. So we make our way. Fool. I bought me 2 hot dogs and chili cheese tater tots because I'm hungry. Fool. Plus I'm drunk. Plus I need something to eat to get for my 2 beers. Fool. You just can't go back empty. I think you get regular tots, right?
I just want a regular tots and a hot dog.
No tater tots, bro.
Oh no, yeah, regular tater tots, but like no, nothing else.
You gotta make it powerful.
And then we juice them up. Fool. We juice them
I
up
put
with
ketchup
condiments.
and a little bit
Fool,
of tapatio.
Because we're not.
Nips. Gotta make it sexy.
We're not savages like Arthur.
Some of us have-
He's eating raw dogs. Fool.
Yo, raw dogs are delicious, dog.
This fool did the same shit when me and this fool went to the game. Oh no, he actually put.
I put onions and mustard.
And then we roll back, and then the usher's like, "Oh, you guys can't go yet. It's something mid play. I forgot what
That's
it
mid
was.
play.
You have to wait for the dead puck.
Yeah,
No, but then he looked at us and he's like, "Oh, you fools are just up here, right?" I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Damn, you gotta like that. Fuck.
Handle,
yeah. When you're not
bro.
blocking anyone, when I would.
Okay, I need to gain a shitload of weight or something.
You just gotta roll with real niggas.
Real pipe hitting niggas.
That's VIP.
We pipe it up for these niggas.
No, that shit was.
They gotta treat their disability cats right.
Damn, that's
So we go with just
VIP level
pounding
type
now,
shit,
fool.
dog.
I mean, I get upgrade. I've gotten not upgraded levels though. I've gotten like
Well, because we get
Nice
there early,
seats,
because your
stuff.
ass is fucking nuts. Your ass is anxiety fucking. If you don't get there, 40,
If you guys would have got there early, you guys would have been in the 300 section.
yeah,
Yeah, so
I mean, it's still
us being drunk paid out
Yeah.
through the whole day.
for,
fool.
Yeah.
for real. Fool. I mean, not today when I went to
A
work.
world of yeses.
That's all it was. It was just yeses all around. Fool.
Yes and no.
It was wonderful. Fool.
You might have kept threatening people and you didn't know. Yeah, you better see I'm gonna fucking kill you. What? So I mean, fuck it. You guys got upgraded. The game was closed.
The,
to the last.
the game was so good.
To the last.
Except no
to the
fights.
end.
Thought they would always stop them.
I know. I was like, let these fools throw hands.
Nah, they don't let that shit happen.
Then the fans are like, fuck him up. And I'm like, fuck that pussy boy.
Then Bailey was right by you guys. I seen a photo where like Bailey was pretty close.
I told Billy to fuck himself.
Go fuck yourself,
He
Bailey.
was humping the fucking thing where the fuck where
The glass?
the Knights goalie
Where
was.
Fleury was at during the
was
second
like,
period.
yeah.
When Fleury was by our side.
Uh-huh.
Because all the fans were like hitting the thing, going like, hey, fuck you, Fleury.
Uh-huh.
So Fleury would just like, he pretended to moon them. So
Yeah.
then Bailey got on the glass and started humping him.
That was high, fool.
I was like, this fucking little animal.
Protect his head at all times, fool.
Did they have Cartman do Go Kings Go?
Yeah, they did. Cartman, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
The classic playoff ones?
The Cartman one was the one that opened it, and Kenny was wearing a Knight's helmet,
Oh, okay.
and he killed Kenny. So
Yeah, that's usually the case.
some hating ass shit. And then
Yo,
there was
Will Ferrell flip. You seen Will Ferrell flip this?
Oh, and then I was hitting on some chick. So then
Oh,
in
yeah.
the third period, when she came back with her boyfriend sat next to me.
Oh,
But me and that fool bonded, so it was cool. But then he was quiet at the end of the game because his team got demolished.
I was like, you fucking scored
When I
3.
kept cheering for that fool was like, man.
I don't think you
Oh,
noticed.
that would have been. Oh my god, I would have hated it.
I mean, and the one GoldenEye fan were ecstatic. Fool, we kept
Oh,
high fiving
God.
each other.
Yeah, there was 2.
I would have been.
That fool was so happy there was like
overactive.
another guy around him that was a Knights fan.
There was a
He saw
couple,
me and he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, no.
There was a couple, and then there was another guy just by himself, or his family, I think. was with him.
also by your section there wasn't that many Knights fans.
There was not that many Knights fans.
In general.
Period.
Well, when it's been in Vegas, there's a lot of Kings fans, but
Yeah.
the Knights fans
'Cause
have
they
shown
traveled
up
to
regardless.
Vegas, Yeah.
Oh, yeah, who wouldn't want to
It's
travel to
super
Vegas?
close.
Yeah,
You go fly out there for like $100, $40.
Yeah.
I just thought like Coachella weekend. Ugh.
Just fly out there.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way.
But
Just because I'm like the traffic, get caught up on all the shit up there.
to what? Towards Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Coachella's
not
like
that
the other
big.
No,
way.
no,
Yeah.
it's farther down. No.
What's the other way?
Oh, it's the opposite way. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I just figured the freeways, all those freeways, because everyone's coming in from all directions towards Coachella.
Mm.
Bro, Cello.
So fuck that. But did you see? Oh, and
That
then
was fun though.
I had a blast.
when I picked the fools up, we're like, we gotta go. People can't see. I was like, yo, this was fucking with me, or did they actually start some shit?
Nah.
We're just like fucking with you.
Because your anxiety.
It's funny to us.
No, this fool didn't answer my text, and I'm like, I don't think this fool fucking. I was telling this fool, I think he's asleep, and this fool was calling him, and then I'm like, oh wait, that's my card. And I get up.
Oh, I didn't text you guys.
You didn't text me back, no. And
I just got it. And I left.
it usually says red from at the bottom. So I don't think.
I
you-
just seen it. I just took off.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like, you got there pretty fast, but then again, I kept dozing off.
You're half asleep for half of it.
No, once we were out. No, once you're out the atmosphere, it's like, you're just out there.
How was work going hungover as fuck?
It just sucked, dog. I was just mad dehydrated. And then,
You didn't chug water when you got home?
yeah, I chugged 2 of these before, and then I chugged like 8 of them
You
at
got
work.
Pedialyte, like
Pedialyte works. Fool.
Yeah, no.
It's proven method. Fool.
I have a
a
fucking...
Pedialyte or Gatorade or
And
something.
then, all I wanted was a greasy food, but supposedly I'm trying to take care of myself, so I had a fucking salad. It was disgusting.
Sucker. Fool.
It was disgusting.
Yo, this fool went to the doctors and he took boots, fool, so he could be taller. He's 6'1" now, fool. On
No,
his paperwork.
no,
he wanted to be Juan, so he took
no,
boots.
Juan's,
fool.
no, they always make you
This fool
take off
took
your
platforms
shoes.
so he could be
Yeah,
6'1".
they make you
fool.
take your
They-
shoes off.
cheat-
Yeah, I'm
The-
6'1"
The doctor didn't fucking... I was
That fool
taking
showed
them
up,
off.
He's like, Dick, I'm 6'1" now. I'm
I was
like,
taking them off, and she's like, "Why are you
How?
taking them off for?" And I'm like, "So you can measure my height." Oh no, it's cool. You can keep them on. I was like,
They don't care. Like,
"It doesn't make a difference."
It's
you're
not official.
12, yeah, you're not 12 anymore. You're not
this fool came
growing.
home like, Dick, I got taller, dog. I was like, how? What the fuck? Oh, this fool took my
He's 6'1" in his boots. Fool. Let him be. Fool.
I was a hater, dog.
Let the man be. Fool.
I'm like, if that's how it works, fucking Arsenal
'cause
show
you're
with like
5'9".
straight disco
Platforms.
platforms. Huh?
Hey, dog, you'll never believe this.
Trip out.
I'm 5'10", bro. Coming with some mad platforms.
That'd be Hive.
What else did the doctor tell you?
My high blood pressure is good. I'm gonna get my nose. I'm gonna get my whole face X-rayed because my nose is
Your
busted.
face what?
X-rayed.
Oh.
I asked for it because I'm like, I can't breathe through. You know, I make that whole bullshit up. I mean, I can't breathe through it, but
Well, your nose is broken.
yeah. So I told him I want it fixed, but I want it fixed like when I don't have to pay for it, just like the $20.
The copay.
Yeah.
So you just don't. But you just told her it's not a cosmetic. I don't want to
Yeah,
get.
that's why I told her, and then it's got to get approved. What else? I mean, I gotta get blood work done, but that's Wednesday.
For what? For the AIDS?
For everything, dog. AIDS, iron deficiency, all that shit.
Make sure he's not anemic.
Which I'm probably gonna be anemic. I'm always anemic.
He's been anemic his whole life.
You're anemic?
Yeah, and I eat a lot
That's
of.
fucking crazy.
I eat a lot of vegetables.
What?
Huh?
How is he? Ask him about his fucking diets. Well, he eats a sandwich every day, all day. Like he'll eat a sandwich in the morning.
The
day and
McCheesy?
night.
fool?
No, that's when I'm broke. Though. Or when I want to make something fast, it's McCheesy. Though you get put a little bit of mayonnaise and some bread, though, some cheese, a ham.
Okay.
And
As
then
long as there's ham in there, dog.
And then you just nuke
There's
it.
times there's no hams.
Then you nuke
But
it.
there's no ham.
Then you nuke it for 15
The
to 30
mayonnaise-
seconds.
The mayonnaise goes okay with ham.
Yeah, but
if
then
you
he
don't
fucking puts it in the microwave for 15 to 30 seconds.
And that's how you nuke it, so you get the flavor.
That's how you get it McCheesy, bro.
That's why it's a McCheesy.
Yeah,
fool.
bro.
It'd just be a ham sandwich on the other case.
Bro, who doesn't want to eat a warm ham sandwich with mayonnaise in
Because
it?
it don't even get toasted.
No.
It's literally just like if you had it
It's
in
just
the
warm and
glove box.
soft.
Yeah.
It's like you had it in
It's not even soft. It's soggy because the
cheese
soaks
melts.
up the bread.
The cheese
It's got mayonnaise.
But the cheese melts, bro.
It's fire, though. You put a little bit of pepper.
In high school, he fucking did that
It's
for
so
a month. Like that's
stupid.
all he would eat.
McCheesy.
And he got super anemic because that fucker was having no other vitamins except that. But he's like,
Except ham,
it's
cheese,
cool. I'm in
mayonnaise,
a
and
diet. I'm
bread.
like, you're just
anemic
stuffing
is your
mayo.
iron deficiency, right? And you
Deficiency, yeah.
deficiency, and you sleep more and shit than you're supposed.
That's
to.
all he was eating.
You're
bro.
lacking energy.
Hey, but did it work, though?
No.
That didn't work, though. We're trying a different hypothesis this time around.
McCheesy.
We're getting to the
It's
text.
just like they wanted. He had to nuke it.
You have to nuke it!
You have to.
Why nuke it
How do
though?
you get your radiation, bro?
You're
It's my
just eating
vitamin
a
D.
fucking radiated melted cheese and ham.
It's pretty
You
good.
gotta.
The worst part is the soggy bread aspect of it. Though.
Yeah, that's probably the worst part. Because at least if he's putting it on the comal,
Toasting it?
Yeah, he's toasting it. Then there's kind of like that little crunch to it.
Or like a panini make like those things.
Yeah,
where you just-
panini. Yeah,
That's too much
Those
work.
Panini
the
sandwich?
pressers, yeah.
That's too much work. We just nuke it.
Nah.
You're good to go.
dude, you need to get a Foreman grill. Dog.
We have a
change your life.
You
I
have a
wish,
Foreman
no, I
grill?
wish I had one. I
Yeah.
had one when I was
In college?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
with
no.
roommates. It wasn't mine. I'd use it.
Stole it
When he was
fool, you left
squatting in
it.
college.
Yeah.
You get
What'd
it, yeah.
you make? Were you a Foreman grill chef?
He
Nah,
was
it
just grilling ramen
patties.
noodles.
No, you buy those
Ramen noodles?
Costco patties.
Uh-huh.
And you just
And make
slap
burgers?
them on there and make some burgers.
All right.
Yeah, and then it's wiped down. For just do is wipe it down. You're good.
It
Yeah.
has a little thing to
Well, you gotta
scrape
watch
it,
out, yeah, to not fucking
and then throw the grease.
get the grease.
Oh yeah, no, it comes with a little
The
compartment.
little plate on the
Yeah,
bottom.
Yeah.
You
What's wrong
remove
with
it.
that?
Getting grease burns? They're not fun.
Oh, I thought not throwing the grease down the drain because that
It's
shit
like
clogs it up.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't do that either.
Do you just throw it outside or?
You just put it in a little fucking bag,
Oh,
wrap
right.
it up, and then throw it out.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
So it could be someone else's problem.
Make it the Earth's problem. Just throw it at your
I
neighbor's
use
house.
plastic, bro.
Put it in a water balloon. And just fucking.
The fucking the questions they asked at the doctor was so weird. It's like there was a bunch of like
Sex, and you're like, yes, please. But you're just fucking Austin Powers.
no, it was just like, are you an
That's why
alcoholic?
like, yeah.
Are you an alcoholic? I was like, what? Like no one's in
the
a
fuck?
yeah. And then
Oh,
like
yeah.
This one went to a fucking crack one of those free.
And then-
Oh, it's just to ask you.
Yeah.
They ask you if you're a fucking alcoholic.
How many drinks a week do you have?
If you are a known alcoholic, then you would say yes, I'm an alcoholic. You could be a recovering one, or you could just be a straight
I put
alcoholic.
You put yes, you're an alcoholic.
That's I'm a functional one, so it's okay.
Yeah, this says how much does it affect you? Never, once a week. Does it affect you
How
going
many
to work?
drinks do you have? That's the
Yeah,
question.
I was like,
You can't say
how
that.
many drinks do you have per
What?
week?
I said 7.
Drinking's have already affected you. You got a DUI. That's not like
I say no.
no, it hasn't affected you at all ever.
I said
not
7.
really.
You're not making the best decisions. I don't know.
And has it made my life worse?
Debatable.
Why?
You got a DUI. I mean,
It didn't hurt my life though. So.
It was an
I got a DUI and I ended up getting a job. So. It technically made my life better.
it sent you down this path, though.
What path?
A path. Not necessarily
Where
the
I'm
path
working?
you wanted. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, like
Nah, it's.
But it's not like.
They
yeah.
usually phrase the question like, "Okay, how many drinks do you have per
Yeah.
week?"
What other questions did they ask that were weird?
Were you in the domestic violence thing? I was like, what?
Fuck.
Because your nose.
No. I got beat.
you
you
don't know what your
Beat
history
the
is.
shit?
Yeah.
Those are simple questions.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been in the doctor in a while, so I
Yeah.
forgot to fill all this shit out. And they're like,
Because they see so many
Because
variety of
they
patients.
intake psychology into it now.
Yeah.
yeah, so they can know how to treat you. Because the guy's like, oh, you have a dentist here too. I was like, I have my own dentist, but I guess. And like,
That's dope. They have a dentist right there.
I don't know where. I think it's the one next door.
Probably.
But I don't know. My fucking doctor was a chubby lady, and then she's like,
You felt weird. You're like, dog. I don't know about having a lady doctor. I don't.
well,
trust her."
no. How's she
What?
gonna fucking
Sexist?
grab my
Was it
nuts?
because she's a lady?
How's she gonna grab your nuts with her
Or
hand,
if she
nigga?
was
What the
chubby.
Huh? How are you gonna
Like,
tell?
how's this bitch gonna tell me about how she's chubby?
Oh, that I don't like off the bat. Huh?
Or was it the sexist
No, you didn't hear
route?
what the problem is. How's she gonna grab my nuts? That's
Oh
his
my
problem.
god.
Well, no. How like
How is she not gonna get turned on while she's fondling my nutsack?
no? I guess they don't.
just
I guess
Nuts
they
are the
don't.
sexiest part
I guess
of a
they
man,
don't
you
do that
know?
anymore.
What do you mean?
Fondle you?
To
Yeah.
cough? Well, they're not supposed to fondle you. They're supposed to grab your nuts and have you cough.
So is this the part
No,
where you jack
sometimes
me
they
off?
like move them a little.
Really?
Yeah,
They
when they're
move
checking
'em.
for cancer.
for lumps?
I haven't been to the doctor in a mad minute.
You,
That's
you,
why-
you check your own self. See if you got
That and your
lumps.
balls haven't dropped.
I say,
Yo, my voice is gonna be deep.
I
It's
think
gonna kick.
that's
but-
why. That's
Got
why.
some bass.
That's why I decided to go because I'm like, dude, I haven't been in a while, and I fucking pay for fucking
I should
insurance.
go. I should. I have
And it's
insurance.
easy.
I have to.
And I know. I just wanted.
I did the teeth though. I did the teeth.
yeah, because you
so-
got fucked up, not because
Yeah.
you wanted it.
It hurt, so you had to go.
Yeah,
There's
well,
no
I was
other
getting
choice.
headaches, but
You just like
if I just went to go I got everything repaired though. Because technically, if I would just got the wisdom tooth out, my headaches went away right away.
just
'Cause it was
fuck
cracked.
my shit up, man.
But all the fillings, everything,
Fuck it.
fuck it.
Yeah. But
So she didn't even grab your balls or nothing.
they don't do that no
so you
more.
didn't say what-
We were just.
They still do that, but
Yeah,
They do. Well, she
Yeah.
didn't. I feel like.
because you were crusty.
Yeah,
You didn't shower?
You just brushed your teeth and
That's
put
fine.
on your jersey.
It's good to go, dog.
We good to go.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it's like 2 miles from the house, which is cool.
Did
But
she ask you about your sexual history?
yeah, they have to ask you.
Oh yeah. What'd you tell her?
Clean bill of health.
What do you mean?
Unpopped.
Did you tell her like I'm out here fucking or?
Yeah, what the fuck you have to tell them?
you write, yes, I have sex. That's all you
Yes.
write.
Oh, you don't like. Oh,
She's not gonna ask for names, numbers.
She's just like how many
I'm gonna
partners?
tell on you.
No, you just write that.
No, she
yes,
has-
you're sexually active, and then they ask you, "Are you currently sexually active?"
Yeah.
Which means, are you having sex, like right now?
She's like, no, but I could be.
Those are the things that they
Oh, I
ask you on the
thought
little
they asked you
survey.
like how many partners you had, but that's
No.
more like
Does
if you had an
masturbating
It doesn't
in public
matter.
count?
Oh, that's more,
It doesn't
All
matter.
they need to know is if you've had
'Cause
sex
I'm
before,
very sexually active.
and if you're currently having
Yeah.
sex. That's the two things they ask you about sex.
why
Have you had
currently,
sex
like,
and currently?
Oh, because you get a
Because if
drive-
you've had sex
And you went back.
and you've never been checked, then they still
gotta
need to check you.
different tests.
If you've been checked and you've had sex but you're still currently having sex, they need to check you still because what if the new people you're fucking with?
Oh, the currently part. I just thought it was like, oh, it's for homies that hit mad dry spells. Like, oh, I had sex, but that's just been like 6 months.
They give you a fucking postcard to a brothel.
Like, yeah, what?
Here you go.
You need to go to the bunny ranch.
You need to let
Last
go
time
some.
I was there was great.
But yeah, that's why they ask you those.
Yeah. I just gotta ask you, especially me, that she's
And
never.
ask you what drugs you've used and all
She's
this
she's
other
never
stuff.
seen. Are you a smoker? I'm like, well, I smoke vape, so I don't think it counts. She's like, yeah, it does. I was like, okay.
I smoke vape.
I'm Vape Nation, bitch.
She's like, how many drinks a
I don't
week?
smoke, I vape.
I was just like, I said like probably like 7. She's like, like in a sitting. I was like, maybe between 2 days.
Vape Nation, chubby bitch. Yo, how you feeling my balls though?
I wanted the
Did
thumbs
she
up.
ask, like, what about it, like, in the weekend? Or
Oh, they just asked you how many drinks in a week.
I just say socially.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. It's not like I drink
But
anymore.
I'm always webcamming, bro.
IRL, check out my stream.
I'm drunk as fuck right now, bitch.
Uh-huh. So how many do you drink you said 7 a week?
That's a lot, right?
No, that's a little.
That's once a day.
No.
Well, you don't really drink when you work. It's mostly like weekends.
And even then, like, dude, last weekend I didn't drink. This week, I mean, I got fucked up, but that's not here nor
What did
there.
last weekend?
Nothing.
No, we went to that comedy show. You had a few drinks there. Then this weekend, you had a
Oh, this
comedy
week
show.
I went hard. Huh?
And then the next day, you went to the Kings game and the pool. And so there was a lot of drinks this weekend, but
But last weekend.
Fuck did I
I don't
do?
remember what I did last weekend.
Nothing.
either.
I went to Venice Beach,
I did
yeah.
something.
so I didn't drink then.
Did she like judge you by like 7? Dang, you.
No, that's a little bit.
Yeah, it's average.
Well,
once
you
a
were
day.
lying. Huh?
No, dude, that's a lot. I don't drink that much anymore.
Bitch, at least a 12 case of Dave.
Shit, I wish. Not even. I'll be way fatter. I'll be way fatter, dog.
You get the beer belly.
Should bigger one?
What else she asked you?
That's
she,
it.
Did you tell her about your like? Oh, I had surgery.
Yeah. She looked at my fucking scar. She said it healed fine. I kind of want to get some painkillers because from time to time it does hurt. But she's like, I can't just give you painkillers. I'm like, don't give me the strongest ones. Give me like.
Because I've been lifting like crazy.
I'm like, give me some little Lamar shit, dog. Like some
So
ibuprofen.
sometimes I can't concentrate. Can I get some Adderall? Sometimes you know my mate.
No, they'll send you. She's like, if you want Adderall, you have to go to a psychiatrist and shit. She can't just prescribe you
You need a
Adderall.
psychiatrist.
I'll be
You
high.
need to go to a therapist. First.
Yeah.
For
Then the
therapy?
therapy.
Yeah, she told me-
Is therapy something like? Well, I can't keep my shit straight or what?
Therapist diagnosis.
Like I can't. I'm
What
all
do you
fuck-
mean?
Huh? This is for intellectuals, Ray. Let's get into it.
No, you're not. You're just
You're
saying.
just saying stupid shit.
Which Adderall makes you focus, right? What is that?
I
gonna
can't
do with-
keep. You just said I can't keep
If
my
you
shit straight.
have-
What do you mean by shit straight?
I
Your
can't keep my
thoughts?
brain in one area.
That's not.
You've
Okay,
gone.
then say word. You're just saying keep my shit straight.
You've gone crazy.
Like it's like a fuzzy TV.
What
for,
are you like? What are you saying? Fool?
Like
That's
it's
not what it is.
like I keep dialing shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just going from channel to channel. Like,
This was-
I can't focus it up.
Like,
This was a mad idiot, nigga.
What does Adderall do to you?
Just stay focused. I don't know. I've never
you
done
have-
it.
Never go-
I've
you-
done it.
Pisses you off.
I
fool.
did it in
if
college.
you have
You got it.
ADHD,
Yeah.
it focuses. It normalizes.
But
it.
does ADHD?
And if you're normal,
It fucking
it
takes you to the-
intensifies.
Yeah,
It
yes.
intensifies your focus.
It's laser focus.
so what?
Hence why it's popular with college students to get like fucking
Shit done.
yeah when they're doing essays and shit.
So, but why do you have to see a therapist for that? Like that's not even like a.
Because you can't. It's not a. You're technically you have to go to a therapist. They have to diagnose you with ADHD. Then they take you to a psychiatrist so he could give you the proper prescription and
because they need to figure out what how much
the dosage.
The
yes.
dosage from-
And then once you go
Maximum
there,
levels,
then
If anything under 1,000 milligrams.
No, because if
nah, I did.
if you do too much
10.
Adderall, it can one of the symptoms is psychosis.
Psychosis. Well,
like it breaks you.
no, you're supposed to.
You just become psychotic.
Like it breaks you.
It doesn't break you; just become psychotic.
Like you start ripping off your shirt. Like that dude
No.
that was like.
You don't go crazy; you're just psychotic.
Well, what's psychotic? Like you become what?
When you don't know you're crazy, and you're acting out of the norm.
That's everything.
You become really irregular. And
Erratic.
like, because
your thoughts become fucking.
you've become so focused on
Skewed.
certain things that you become too obsessive about things.
You start worrying.
And it starts skewing you on things, and you become paranoid. And
Yes.
Nestor then.
yeah, because he's psychotic. That's why.
Yeah.
That fool be on his little.
Like, yo, B, what are you talking about?
I'm not crazy.
That's what psychosis is.
Did you ask to see a psychiatrist?
No way.
You're not all there, dog.
I've never been though.
You need to hit a therapist first. Then, if the therapist says
What's the
it's cool.
difference between a therapist and a
A
psychiatrist?
therapist can't prescribe you drugs.
A therapist just.
It's the talking cure. So it's basically they hear you
so
out.
You just yapping with?
Yes, they hear you. They hear you out, and they then if they feel that the
They treat you with therapy.
basically their test is like a test to say, okay, is this fool just trying to score fucking painkillers or?
There's someone you talk to. You give
Yeah,
them
they're opening they're opening you up mentally, and they're trying to see what's going on. If you need mood stabilizers or all that kind of stuff, then they can't. They recommend you to a psychiatrist.
Because you're
just holding the meters. So you're just like,
See, this is why I don't talk to this fuck.
no, I'm listening.
This one's got ADD. It's hardcore, dog.
Oh, I'm just like go up there, but you make it a little bit.
Why? If you want help, you shouldn't fucking make it a bit.
You shit your pants.
I'm funny, right? It was a joke. It was a joke.
Someone to restrain you.
You're just like those 3-year-olds. You're talking, and all of a sudden your face just starts turning red. You pause for a second, and then you keep going with your talk. Just start smelling like shit in the room. Sir, did you just shit yourself?
Are you shitting me? What's wrong with you? Are you stuffing a straw?
Oh, you saw that?
Wait, that is real?
I don't know.
Oh, so one foot just talks and the other foot just gives you pills?
No, they both talk.
They both talk, but
They talk to each other?
It depends. If
in
your
the
shit,
room?
no. God.
Like, hey, this was fucked up. Write up some shit up.
The therapist talks to you,
Verga.
right?
And the
But
other
then if
fool-
he sees that you have a severe like mental imbalance, or he diagnoses you,
If you have
with
a
something-
chemical imbalance.
if you have a chemical imbalance, then he's like, okay, well, you actually need drugs. I can't prescribe you the drugs, but I'm gonna send you to go talk to the psychiatrist. The psychiatrist
I don't
then
trust him. I don't know that
evaluates you and then says, you know what? I'm gonna start you off with these type of drugs, and then I'll see you in a couple weeks. Tell me if you feel any irregularities that are too severe. Come back to me, and then we'll work with your dosage.
Yeah. Just tell that fool, I've been microdosing.
And then every single time you go
in.
in for your prescription,
yeah.
they'll have a talk with you. How are you doing? How are the pills working for you? Are you feeling okay? Anything do you want to talk about? And then after they do the prescription and everything, then you set up your next meeting. And then occasionally when you go in, you're like, oh, well, the pills are not working anymore. They'll be like, okay, well, we're going to up from 10 milligrams to 50 milligrams and see how that works out for you. If you feel that you're acting way out of the norm, please come back. We'll adjust it to maybe 20, or they work with you like that.
I was just asking that food for the rapper's diet. I want Actavis, Adderall, and Xannies.
Yeah, because that works.
That shit was training you well for the fools are millionaires. Damn. But I just feel like, what if they get your dosage wrong? Doesn't that?
Well, that's why they have
go back.
Yes,
Yeah,
you go
doctor-
back, and then they have to make sure, like, okay, how are you feeling? And if they give you their number. They're like, if you're feeling anything,
Because if they're
call.
like mood blockers and they give you overdoses, does that shit just make you a vegetable? Not like literally, like you just don't feel nothing.
No, if you're not feeling anything, for example, like my cousin
It
who's
paralyzes you.
schizophrenic, it took him a
paralyzes you,
while to get his
period? Like,
dosage right.
Yeah.
Like where you can't move your body.
Your legs just flop.
Shut
on
the
you.
fuck up! No way. You don't become a dead fish.
Yeah.
No way.
It fucks.
You go dick, fool.
You go dead.
Oh,
dick,
that's
but
the other thing I heard.
but instead of dead
that
dick,
the
you get
pills-
dead leg.
The pills make it impossible to get boners.
I know. I heard
Not
that.
impossible, but they
Adderall?
no. The mood blockers.
Oh,
stabilize-
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Adderall too, though.
Xannies
Adderall
and
does
shit
it.
like that.
Yeah.
You were popping boners like crazy when you were Addie?
I don't have any issues popping a boner, dog.
So you were popping crazy boners or not?
Like crazy.
They were literally
funky boners. Right?
Like, were you popping still your regular amount of boners?
The regular amount.
Or more?
The regular amount of boners.
Or less?
It didn't change me much. It normalized me. I could focus on
Did
one
you take
thing.
Addie's before your jacket?
No.
Why would you?
Well, I had to take
So
it in
you
the
could
morning.
be focused. Fool.
No, I had
Jacking
my thing is I only had to take 10 milligrams in the morning,
That ain't shit.
and that stabilized me. That made me normal.
Damn, you had a booth that? They're little pills, right?
No, they're little pills. They're swallowed. They're not
Well,
suppositories.
it doesn't hurt that much.
They're not suppositories. What are you talking about?
You put them in your butt.
No.
Let's take it into the blood.
Yeah, you're supposed to crack them and then just fucking have someone fucking shoot them into your ass.
Nah, wet a tampon.
Why would they shoot? Why can't you do it yourself?
How would you do it yourself?
You crack it with your anus. You pinch.
You put it in horizontally and then
And
you
you
just
pinch.
fucking pinch the lobe.
Just sucked it up.
Nah.
So you used to take 10 milligrams every morning and night in the butt.
Wait, at night?
No.
Fuck, you need to be focusing
Not
at
at
night.
night.
Just in the
Oh, not at night?
No.
So you'd only take it in the butt in the morning?
Just in the morning. That's all I was prescribed.
You wouldn't take it in the butt in the morning.
Fuck you, dog.
That's the best time, though. You
I
get
don't
on,
even listen to you anymore, dog.
You
You're
get
just
on
a fucking
cl-
troll.
you get on clock. You take a nice morning dump, bro.
Yeah, if you had to poop, then what happens? Do you poop out the Addies
It's
too?
not a fucking suppository.
But
That means like your poop's just speckled with like Addies,
Nah.
and then your roommate's just trying to get it off the poop.
10 milligrams ain't much.
Or if we give you an enema, we could get rich.
Well, that's why I stopped, because I
Niggas is trying
started
to give you
noticing.
enemas?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I started selling them.
I
Like,
started
word.
noticing that the 10 milligrams after about 3 months weren't affecting me, and his solution was, well, we're gonna up it.
the dosage.
And then I talked to another friend of mine who had been taking it since she was like 13.
Yeah, they up it.
And she was at like 200 milliliters.
milliliters.
Milligrams in the morning and in the
200
noon.
liters.
That's
just
too
And I'm
much.
like, well, fuck. That's how desensitized you are to it already? And she's like, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be taking that much.
That's like an aspirin, dog.
What are you talking about?
Am I tripping?
Well, that's just
You-
that's
it's
why
'cause you take
that's why
fucking-
your stomach lining's all fucked
Yeah,
up
that's why
because
you're all
taking
fucked.
too much
Yeah.
medicine. That's why you have ulcers, dog.
It's like when an alcoholic
Because
is
you're
like,
not-
a six-pack, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Like if I'm,
because you're not supposed to take that much
if I'm not
medicine.
taking 800 grams and ain't even tickling me,
800?
bro.
Oh my god, you're fucking ridiculous.
Because he was dehydrated,
Yeah,
so he'd take medicine.
And
Yeah, but my mom wasn't a doctor. Bro. She was just
No,
take
but
some
you-
pills.
but you gotta know,
I didn't
like,
know any better, B.
Not even know any better.
I've been taking pills. B.
You've been dumb your whole life. I know
Yeah.
that. Son.
you've desensitized your
Look at
your
that
whole
fucking haircut he has. Bro.
I didn't see I didn't see it there.
You look like a punk rooster.
You have a laugh.
I love that show.
No, but that's 200 milligrams is a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. Especially daily.
Especially if we're
Was
talking
she
about.
still normal though?
Especially if we're talking about things that mess with
If
your
she
brain
was
chemistry.
on the pill, she was normal. I did see her once when she didn't take her pills.
She was oiled out, stomping.
Fuck, she was.
Think about what a gram of cocaine is. So we're talking about not even that. It's fractions of that. Would you take 800 milligrams of cocaine? It's a lot. Like it's a lot of medicine.
It's a lot of
What's
medicine,
a
dude.
gram of cocaine? Like a baggie?
Never mind.
But isn't it in a pill form?
Still, it's a lot.
It's not like
But
you-
just think
oh
of
my God, just think
equate
about-
substances to each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
And
so
that's
fucking
daily.
moron, dog.
and it's daily, and it affects with your head. That's why I'm like, damn, fuck that.
Yeah. They
I'll
prescribe
buy
you
nickels,
30.
so, yeah,
Like
I'll
you're relating 800 milligrams to like ibuprofen or Tylenol.
'cause that's
Yes,
what I take.
that's whatever. But start equating that much medication to like something that you're not supposed to take a lot
That's
of.
pretty strong for that
yeah.
medicine.
Even a gram. of
800 is like
a
you got some
$5 one,
serious fucking cramps. Like that's for like severe cramp.
Back pain, yeah.
No, I don't take the 800 one. I just take a grip of 200 on it. 200, like 200.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The same thing as an 800 milligram one.
Nah, those are bad for your liver. You gotta get the liquid gel ones. Huh?
It's the same thing.
Oh my god. Yeah, but basically that's it.
You ever snort one? This
No.
just hit you quicker, dog.
I've never snorted one of my Adderalls.
No, they're meant to fucking help you out. Like,
Yeah, but I basically just went off of them at that point.
But if they made her better, what scared you?
Because I had lived my whole life
Because
without it. I got them when I was 19ish.
Oh, in college?
Yeah, in college. I went to the therapist.
My
The therapist told
don't
me
work no good.
the therapist is telling me like,
Your school therapist?
Yeah.
You think everyone's on them shits?
no.
That fool's job is to just hand those shits out.
It wasn't my school therapist. It was the insurance of my
personal.
dad. Yeah. I went there. The therapist. I talked to the therapist. The therapist said, "Hey, you know
Fix
what?
my son.
Talk to the psychologist." And then from there, that's when.
But what made you decide to do it? Did you were you
Because-
getting C's because you couldn't focus?
No, it was literally just because to normalize me.
He was distracted at school.
Too many titties, bro. Titties everywhere.
He was in a cock craze.
You know how much dong was there, dog?
He was in a dick daze.
But it's like, I guess I was just like, he's in a dorm. He's like, all of this is new to him.
Well,
So
he
there's
told
times
me
to
that
adjust.
he told me, "Hey, look, try it out."
And if it
Because
doesn't-
everything that I had told him, it's like, well, because technically when I was in second or third grade, they wanted to get me tested, but my parents were afraid because of the whole Ritalin.
Oh,
Ritalin.
wait, what's that?
Ritalin is what was the predecessor to Adderall,
But
and it was to focus your child who had ADHD.
Same thing as Adderall, but
it's the same thing, but it had effects. Like they even did a Simpson episode about it.
It's the
What were
same.
the effects?
It was super addictive.
Oh,
And it at a higher dosage, if you were given a higher dosage than you needed, it would go into psychosis.
It was basically what Adderall does if you take too much Adderall, but it was stronger because they didn't know.
Yeah,
It's basically the same thing though.
but it's more addictive.
oh snap!
Yeah,
So your parents were afraid of you getting on it?
when I was a kid, yes, because
it hooked on some shit.
No, but Adderall also has a
Wasn't a
dependent.
2-year-old.
Adderall also has a
second
dependency.
grade.
You can become dependent on Adderall too.
Yeah,
And-
that
and
chick-
yeah. But
Ritalin-
when that's the thing.
they're both.
But Adderall has less of a dependency. In
Mother,
a
my
sense.
pills.
Out of the two pills, Adderall has less side effects. That's the only benefit to it. It has less side effects.
They both. You grow tolerance and they make
Exactly.
you dependent. They have dependency and you get grow tolerance. That's why they start upping your dosage.
Yes.
Start me off.
So I
at
had to make
1,000.
a decision. I'm like, well, I've done this my
You
whole
made this
life.
shit your whole life. You did it
I've-
yourself.
yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't ask for
So
permission.
you start self medicating.
No, I did. I
With
had.
the weed though.
I had.
Yes or no though?
I had lived my
who
whole
these
life.
fool?
No, I had lived my whole
You
life
became one of those like this
without
comes from the
Adderall.
earth. Cause.
I lived my whole life without Adderall,
Yeah.
and I started noticing, and I'm like, you know what? Am I gonna become dependent on Adderall?
Yeah.
He couldn't focus on the dick no more.
I had my fill of dick. So once that happened, I just fucking said, fuck it. You know what? I could probably go without it. I'm scatterbrained, but hell, I made it.
This far.
Yeah.
They're just judging. Fool.
I mean, I go to therapist.
Yeah, because that's.
If it helps, it helps.
These queer, these queer right here.
Yeah, because my parents were pissed that I stopped taking them. But.
Like,
you
did
know.
your grades improve? Did you improve? Were you like better
No.
on them?
No.
Then why would they be?
Oh,
pissed?
well, no, it normalized me in the sense that I got a lot more shit
Finally,
done.
a normal kid, dog.
Yeah, I was able to do like normal shit. Like nothing was.
I love you.
What?
I was able
Well,
to
because
say
in high
it.
school, my homework used to take me like 3 hours to do.
Shut the
For one
fuck
for
up.
one AP class, it'd take me about 3 hours.
No wonder you had bad grades.
I didn't have bad grades.
Bruh,
I had a 3.4.
That's bad.
That's not bad.
terrible.
That's bad.
That's not bad if you have ADHD and you.
How long did your normal schoolwork take you then? If one assignment took you 3 hours,
For example, history.
Yeah, but
Janal's
also-
class. reading a chapter would take me roughly around 3 hours.
I got a B in that and I didn't know homework.
No, but you also were like reading and
passed the
listening to a
test.
podcast and watching TV.
No, because when I tried to, I didn't find out how to do that till later on, where I started multitasking to semi-focus myself. So it would take me like an hour and a half. But I used to have to focus all my energy.
I gotta do more to do shit less.
Yes.
Damn.
Because my brain is scattered. When I would read, I would literally be on a sentence for about 2 minutes without even realizing it.
So you just didn't realize that that's how long it was taking?
Or it was like I was trying to absorb the information, but if I just kept reading, because I could read the whole chapter like nothing, but nothing would stick.
You gotta speed read, of course.
That's the Asian method.
That's it.
Yeah.
You gotta speed read. Speed's the name of the game.
But that's what it was.
Fuck that. One chapter, I just wouldn't read.
Every single test, every single test in high school, I would always run out of time. I would get incorrect answers because I wouldn't finish like 10 of them. Until I learned those SAT tricks where it's like, okay,
just choose C or B.
It's just learning the tricks to take the fucking test. It's not actually knowing the material, because knowing the material, yeah, you know it, but it took me longer to put down my answer than it did a lot of other kids.
Yeah.
How much would an essay take you?
Oh, fuck, dude. Essays would take me forever.
Like a 500-word essay.
500-word essay?
Which is like 2 pages,
That's
right?
nothing, dude.
This motherfucker did like an 8-page essay like in hours, dog. I was like,
yeah, no.
That's going to take me a full day.
No,
because I'm doing the research as I'm writing.
Oh, no. I got to roll.
Why?
You're doing the research as you're writing it?
Yeah.
Nah, your first thing first, you rub one out, then I'm good. Fool.
No, it's
I'm focused on.
You gotta focus on. That's my Adderall's masturbation.
For real. Fool.
No, I realized.
But 500 words isn't that much. That's like 2 paragraphs.
No,
it's not.
Yeah.
It's like 2 paragraphs.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's not even a page.
Usually high school shit was 500 to 800 words.
Like I said, I learned tricks myself.
No, that worked for
to how to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's when he became a dick fiend. His tricks were too big.
If you suck a cock.
No, but how?
That's how you focus up.
Like a 500 per. Like a book report or whatever. How
he's
long
sneaking in the
I go to
kitchen.
sleep like at 1 a.m.
Grab a cucumber and then just suck off the cucumber. That's how you focus up.
That's why, if you notice, I was always tired and shit.
I was sleepy.
Yeah.
But you always say like, "Dick, I haven't slept because I was watching shit." I was like, "Yo."
Oh, it was a cover. Like, in all honesty, it was me trying to fucking do my assignments.
He couldn't read.
Fuck you.
My brain don't work no good.
Yeah.
How does this mouse get the cookie?
Damn.
Yeah, but I developed certain things to compensate.
So how long did your fucking college thesis take? Something where it's like 10 pages and like
but
research.
like I said,
it took you like 6 months.
No, because you had to compensate for that kind of shit.
Like 6 hours.
I know.
Your 20-page one, your history one.
The major thesis.
I wrote one for the class before, and I used the same one.
About when I was still struggling with it. After a while, I developed the same trait. Like, it was funny because when I went in to have therapy, he's like, "Oh, you're kind of already doing what we would teach you to do. Like, you have to follow with your finger. Like, that's what they would teach kids to do. Follow with your finger to make sure that it keeps your focus on the finger and on the actual words."
Makes sense.
But these tricks I was already picking up because I was like, fuck, either sink or swim.
Yeah.
And I was not going to learn how to swim, so.
You still don't?
Yeah. No, I still don't know how to swim, but.
We can teach you, dog.
Are you in the deep end, homie?
It's easy.
But like I said.
I'll run a five simultaneous things so you can learn quick.
It probably work, right?
You're going to have to swim away from the shark.
There's being attacked.
And this giant squid.
Yeah, but like I said, once I got to like. Once I got to senior year, I kind of already had a hang.
Shit together.
Yeah.
Of college?
No. Of high school.
Oh, I was like, that explains a lot.
Has anyone seen his degree?
Oh, high school?
Yeah, of high school. High school is kind of when I figured shit out a little bit better.
When'd you figure it out?
Like I said, following with my finger I would do. And
No, when did you figure it out?
When did I figure out what?
Junior. He said by his senior
the
year he
tricks.
had it together.
Yeah, by senior year I had.
Also, in senior year, you had it together.
Yes.
All right.
Do you feel like it would have been easier if you just took regular classes instead of AP? It's less
It
less
would have
work.
been. Yeah, it would have been way easier.
I love regular classes, though.
But I took a bunch of AP.
Stupid.
I was in AP English in junior year, and I was like, they're talking about too much work right now. So I told them I'm dropping out.
They would get,
And I went to regular. It was high, bro.
they would get
We
sad.
were just fucking around, bro.
Throwing fucking.
The teacher was like, "How are you so smart?" And I was like, "I'm not, though. Bro.
Nah, the
Throwing
easiest
effort.
AP class I had.
Fucking high right now."
You fools wouldn't throw.
I guess it was AP Economics.
You know,
That foot didn't do shit for us.
he didn't want to teach that class.
Yeah.
Oh, homie hobby?
Yeah. It was
We
a
just had to do one
period.
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
That was basically our economic class, right?
That was the AP Economics
Because they weren't
class.
like
I
everyone.
still took the economics test, got bombed the shit. I still got a 2, right? But like 2 was basically a 1.
I didn't take any of those. Senior year I didn't take
But
any
you had
AP
to pay-
exams.
you had to pay
yeah.
for 'em.
Yeah.
Plus, he was scared. For his,
No,
can't-
any...
he can't read fast enough to
with my
finish.
finger.
What's,
couldn't finish
what's
the
her
test
face
sometimes,
is
so it's
gonna
not
see
worth
him?
it.
Yeah.
He wasn't good at standardized testing.
I was
yet.
not
Son,
good at
are you
standardized
cheating? No. Oh,
So he's not gonna pay $40 to not do good on a test.
Yeah.
Facts.
I had to take the ACT twice.
Shut the fuck up. The ACT?
No,
The
SAT.
exit exam?
Oh, I was like, the
Oh,
ACT
no,
was
no.
so easy.
No, the ACT.
Oh, the
was
exit
easy.
exam.
I thought I was
I
like,
took
you-
that
No.
one in March.
Because there was the SATs and the ACT.
ACT.
The
Remember, you had to
ACT is
take
easier.
either an SAT 2 or an ACT. They qualify for each other
Yeah.
in a subject or something.
Yeah, yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
And then your
SATs were easier.
I
SAT.
took Spanish
I took Spanish
for my subject.
US.
Nah,
I took Spanish and US history.
English and
And the math one because I like
Math.
math.
English and math.
Oh, you had to take a math one for UC system.
No, I wasn't good at the math ones.
Well, that's why you didn't go into UC. Fam.
You're not a logical person.
I got to follow with my finger.
It does work though.
Yeah, it does.
Even for regular people, it works really well.
But I speed read though. Fam.
You don't know. You don't read in general though. You don't know what you're reading. You fucking grasp no information out of anything.
I don't need to. Fam. It's already
That's
there.
that's the purpose of reading. Is to grasp the information.
I
off
took
of it.
mental snapshots.
My favorite thing was to ask him, so what's this book about?
Uh-huh.
This fool just read what the synopsis was.
That's all I need. Fam. I'm Ty Lopez. Fam.
Read 3 books a day, brother.
Nah, fucking. I found out that I learn easier when I listen. That's why like audiobooks are
Audiobooks.
so easy for me.
And then you just listen
Well,
to it
'cause
at like 1.5.
You just
Speed?
substituted it as the voice in your head.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking smart. Dog.
No, even in class, I realized taking notes wasn't my strong suit. Like everyone wanted me to take notes, and it'd be easier if I just listened to the class. If I listen to the class and I'm paying attention,
Why didn't you record it and listen back to it?
I did that in college.
Taking notes does help though.
It does. It adds the memory to it. It's just.
You're visualizing everything you're writing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna visualize the attack. Fam.
but I did record. I have a little recorder.
You're one of those guys?
Mhm.
I'd fuck up your recording if I was there.
Some hate.
Because you're a hater, dog. Nah.
And then I wouldn't pay attention in class because I'm hating.
Did you have to ask for permission to record the professors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's their intellectual property or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you're also recording people. So.
Yes.
Privacy? Damn. Just ET it.
But everyone was chill because my recorder wasn't. It was an actual recording device. It wasn't like a fucking cell phone or a webcam that was recording him actually do the
You'd be
thing.
like, yo, can I periscope you right now?
It was all
bro? And just
audio.
put that fool live?
So how'd you get through school for being a dum-dum? What were
I
your
didn't have
tricks?
any of those tricks.
What'd you do? You just...
Buckle down. I didn't have ADHD or nothing like that shit.
Yeah.
That you
Like,
know.
my essays didn't take that long. I just...
I can't.
Like, most shit, my shit was learning how to appropriate, like, know how to
Speak
divide
correctly?
my time.
I was like, appropriate what?
Time management?
Steal
Culture?
niggas' ideas. No, just...
Time management.
It was about time management,
Appropriate
really.
your
Like,
time.
learning what to do and when to do it and just doing it. Shit, like I got lazy to like the last 2-3 years. I wasn't even buying my books no more. Like I was just buying the books when I needed them. Shit, there's books that I never even cracked open because I could write the essays without the books.
You stopped learning?
Yeah, pretty much.
I never I don't know.
This will stop growing as a person, fam.
I wanted, like, my whole thing was like I came to film school to do films. I didn't came to learn this whack shit, which was like a really stupid way to look at it.
Instead of trying to learn something, you're just...
No, I mean, I took...
done film.
I took classes. I took class like Chicano studies and shit, but like I took it because it was easy and or whatever. It wasn't. I learned a lot of shit about the culture, but at the same time, I was kind of judgy. Like we sound like we crying a lot, B. Fuck all this shit, boy. I don't know.
Are you one of those people that doesn't like minority groups, like in school?
I didn't say that. The fuck?
Yeah, like, do you think?
Where the fuck you get that from what I said? Dude?
That's what I heard, dog. Are you one of those people?
I heard you don't like minorities. I was like,
no,
what?
but like,
I didn't have to follow my freedom.
you know how there's a brown student union, a black. You think there should be a white one too?
It's a loaded question.
It's not a loaded question. He's asking you a simple question.
Yes or no?
Isn't just the regular student union the white one? That's where all the white people.
Don't you think they feel? I don't know. Some people. That's what they told me. Like, oh, that's bullshit that we can't have one. I was like, you guys own everything else. What the fuck is that about?
I mean, I went to the brown one because like no one went there, and the computer lab was like.
I went to the brown to pick up on chicks.
And then
they didn't like that.
They didn't. You didn't need the card to print shit out. You just paid them 10 cents. Per page. Yeah. I hated loading up a card or whatever.
Your ID.
Nah, I was like, fuck that.
You're running
I'd
late.
rather just pay cash. I don't want no.
You're running late for trying to print that shit out for the final.
No paper.
You think I'm a nerd?
I didn't want to walk to the student union. I never.
Dude, you're fucking.
It was across
flat.
the campus. No, if you're in film, like you're in this section. And then, like, if you're in math in the beginning, it's, like, in the middle. Like, I parked near, like, so I didn't have to walk all...
Yeah.
I pretty much stayed to, like, the left side of campus. I never really walked it.
Right you never walked your whole campus, whatever?
Fuck no. I mean, I walked it, but I never walked across it if I didn't have to.
Damn.
Your fucking campus was flat.
Yeah, so what?
Like, when you didn't have shit to do, you never just walked around to see what was up?
Fuck no. No, I would chill it by under a tree, I remember... I would kick it under this tree. One, and then this dude, I should put his name on blast, but some Chilango cat. The first day of school, he's like, "Yo, my guy." I don't know. He fucked with my vibe. He's just like, "Hey, man, what do you do before class?" I was like, "Oh, well, I have free time between my last class and this class. I just kick it right here under this tree." And then the next day he shows up, and then he showed up every day, and like. Then he became like my first and second year. He was kind of the homie. Like we just took classes together and failed together because that motherfucker sucked at math too. And yeah, so I would just lay down under the tree and then he'd show up and then we start talking about rap. We do like rap battles. Shut
the fuck up. Weird. Shut the fuck up.
So weird.
And then I would my tidbits were like.
You heard the Beastie Boys?
I would tell him, yo, you know girls that wear white pants like to do anal, dog? And he's like, shut up. Shut up.
That's facts, though. That's facts, though.
And then we would see a girl walk by with white pants and like, there goes one, dog. Should we hit a rock, dog? They hit it.
Fucking
But did you ever hit it up, though?
Fuck no, B. We just talked a lot of shit. That fool's a little pervert,
replicated fucking Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. That was a little pervert.
Instead of convenience store was a fucking
campus.
He was a little pervert, but he was like some Christian cat, like, like. But he really talked about that because he got the vibe that I didn't rock with that. And he was like a big Lakers fan, but he looked like a cholo, but he wasn't. Like, he was a fucking, I don't know, nerd. I don't know.
He was trying to remake himself.
No, not really. Like, he just looked like a dark-skinned Mexican dude with short hair. I don't know.
So that was your homie?
Yeah. That was
Why'd you stop talking to him?
Because I went.
It's like I thought you were about the cause. We just talk about it, dude. We don't act on it.
Our impulses.
Think you're better than me, man?
The secularist flesh.
Wait, he was
You start fucking with Gentiles or what?
he was in film, or he didn't get into film because we all had to take the pre-classes. We took all the math shit together. We took like some like media production, which was like bullshit, like the prerequisite bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all the like general underclass stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I let that motherfucker cheat all the time off my test, off my essays.
Off your essays.
Yeah. Huh?
How would he let him copy?
Well, he'd read mine and then I don't know, fucking take off and type his. I don't know. But I'd just be like, don't, like, it's like, don't make it too.
Don't make it obvious because I plagiarized.
No, it wasn't like that. It was more, and then we'd study together, and like by that tree there was a
totally different.
It's like a market, but also like they made hot food.
The student store or like one of those cafes?
But like it's a small one. It was.
My favorite shit was the cafe. That was $5 for a little fucking breakfast sandwich and a coffee. Killing it. And tots, man.
I like tater tots.
I used to have that shit every morning.
Yeah, so we talk about rap.
Mm-hmm. So why'd you stop talking to him? Was what I asked.
I think I started. He went into TV production.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you couldn't be seen with that.
Nah, I'm we're up here. Y'all niggas is down here.
Oh, what was his name? I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, Ciel.
There you go. That's his name.
You met him?
One time, yeah. I was like, yo, I just feel hanging out with people like this.
That fool invited me, like, hey.
Nah, he was cool people.
He was good people.
Yeah, he was the TV guy.
I just seen that fool on fucking Instagram the other day, and I'm like, should I have this fool?
He wasn't dark, was he?
Yeah,
I just remember he had glasses.
He didn't have glasses when I started kicking with him. Like he would, or maybe he would put them on. I don't remember. I just don't remember.
You're asking this blind fuck if he had glasses or not.
I remember one time I had an extra ticket.
This fool didn't know if it was. The only thing he could tell us if it's male or female.
I had an extra ticket to the Mexico game in San Diego, and I called him. Mm-hmm. He was from the valley. He was from the valley. Like, bro, if you can make it down here to my house. Then we'll drive you the rest of the way. Mm. And that fool's like, fuck, I can't, damn, I can't get out of whatever the fuck he was doing, and he couldn't make it. But that, like, see, we weren't already kicking it, but I knew he liked the Mexico team, so I just called him up back when I had his number. But yeah, no, he went into TV production, I went to film. Then I met Julio, and then it was all over, because that's the motherfucker, I, like, my, like, third all the way to fifth, and, like, then that's the only person I kicked it with. Mm. Like, everywhere Julio would go, like me and Julio started taking all the same classes, most of the same classes. Like we had the same schedule. Mm-hmm. We always sat next to each other, and then we would just write notes. Like, was it notes? Yeah, like it was like we'd draw something, like someone getting fucked or someone saying shit, like little comics, and then like showing it to each other. And then the funniest shit is when you make Julio laugh, and he's just trying to hold it in. He's like. Because then you knew you had a funny one, Doug.
I have a winner here.
Yeah, so you'd write just...
That didn't sound that hard to make Julio laugh, though.
Yeah. But you just talk shit, like, about other people in the class. Like, look at this fool. Like, there's this Jewish chick who dressed like J-Lo. She just looked like her combo of...
She could get it, though.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she could get it.
She just dressed, like, her combo was weird because she had, like, big fuzzy hair. And, like, she'd paint herself weird.
She was just Jewish and she
yeah.
I'm trying to say it as PC
She had
as
a body,
possible.
fam? That was naughty, though, fam?
She could get it.
Anyone can get it.
She had a butt and everything, so it was cool.
One day she just showed up with like the J-Lo from the block hat, and we were just fucking dying, clowning and shit. There was one time we were just clowning this fucking lady who just like started screaming.
What?
Well, she just did. People's inflections.
You
like,
pull someone's top off, and then it's like
they get all offended.
They don't get the joke.
No, some ladies just we're talking about like lights and lighting something, and some lady because the barn doors are like to. It's this thing around the light to like either let more light out or in or whatever. Exposure. And she's just like, "Do you mean to say they're barn doors?" Like she just screamed it, and we just like we would just tell each other like we could just say the word barn
inside
door.
Jokes.
Yeah, it was an inside joke with like barn doors, dog. And yeah, so. Yeah, and then I just became like Julio was my guy. Like, so then after that, I didn't really see that guy because TV and like even though we're in the same building, we didn't like you don't have the same classes or the same teachers.
Yeah,
and you don't click up the same. Like those fools are like losers, dog. They're
What do you mean? They don't make.
no, they're not losers. They're in a studio and they're like, because TV production is like working in a studio. Like today we're gonna make the news or whatever the fuck, and they're just working in like a big green screen and they're just filming each other and like putting graphics on it, learning to do that, and we're learning to do movies because we're artists.
Shit, I think it's more plausible to get a fucking TV production.
Probably
yeah,
yes.
definitely.
Because you would know how to fucking do a bunch of other shit.
Plus, you could always transfer to film.
Film, you don't really need
No.
to know.
Yeah.
Those fools don't look. They look down at you. We're artists, bro. We wear.
Have you
scarves
seen
like that.
HBO though? Have you seen?
like if a legit dude did it, yeah, for sure. No, like we're talking like in the confines of a state school, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You're paying 2
You can
G's.
still learn.
Yeah, no, and after that, I like we would hit each other once in a while, like, but not. It just fizzled.
Yeah.
I
You
see
just
him on
lost
Instagram.
touch.
I think I should just add him and see.
You just
what's-
lost touch. That's basically
Just
it.
let
Your
minute, yeah.
touch.
But it's probably gonna be it for the week, right?
friend.
We got into the intellectual. We
Yeah.
We recapped the King stuff,
See you again.
and then we talked about.
Oh.
His Adderall's acting.
Is
Huh?
that right? Give this for an Addie. Thank you guys for listening. Shout out to all our Patreons. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already.
Yep.
And I'm Nestor.
This is Adrian.
And Arthur.
This fool needs an Addie. Well, he needs a little pick me up. What's an upper? All right, guys, have a good week.